Being bored is one of the biggest problems in Arcane Odyssey right now. The game has almost no replayability, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys 10 things to do when you guys are bored in Arcane Odyssey. And before we get started into this video, I just want to know that most of these are not going to be obvious things that are PvP related or stuff like that. They're mostly going to be things that most people don't do and most people don't want to dip their toes into and try out. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first one's going to be kind of surprising to most of you guys, but it is actually trading. Let me explain real quick. If you guys have ever traded on Arcane Odyssey, you guys know that the trading community is a huge community, and if you guys join Vetex's Discord server, which I will link in the description, you guys will see that basically there's a whole marketplace tab where people post what they are trading and what they are looking for. If you guys don't know, by trading, you guys can actually triple to quadruple your value in almost a day. If you guys watch my series, Trading from a Dagger to a Sunken Sword, you guys could see that within a very short time, I was able to trade a dagger to a seasonal and 3 poison tooth daggers. That series was discontinued because I got banned on the game, but we're back now, but I'm not going to be continuing the series. But yeah, basically trading is a really good way to quadruple your value, and also a pretty good way to get items to prepare for the next update. So trading and trying to become a valuable trader is a very fun thing to do inside of Arcane Odyssey. So the next thing to do when you're bored is actually to go ahead and do PvP. You guys can basically find the best build for your build, if that makes sense, like the best armor and stuff for your build on YouTube. There's one for almost every single build, even Paladin, even Knight, anything. You can find it for anything. And basically, you guys go ahead and make the perfect build. You guys can get good at PvPing, and PvP, in my opinion, is one of the most funnest things to do in Arcane Odyssey. And yeah, more PvP videos coming soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, basically PvP is pretty fun. It's pretty advanced also in this game. It can get pretty laggy, so if your PC is not good, then I would not recommend this one. But yeah, if you do have a solid PC, it doesn't have to be too good. It just has to be a pretty good PC, like a $500 to $600 PC or more. Then yeah, you should be able to run PvP pretty smoothly. And yeah, this was something I would do if I was to get bored on Arcane Odyssey. The next thing that I recommend you guys do is to actually go treasure hunting inside of the game. If you guys don't know, you guys can get treasure and sea charts, which are found around the map in chests and stuff like that. I will have a map of the chest locations on the screen right now, and I will link a video by Rom that goes over all the secret chest locations. But anyway, the treasure and sea charts come in common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and exotic rarities. So if you guys find any of these treasure charts, it's really fun to go and find them, and sometimes the loot you get is really rewarding. You could get like vindicators, you can get like pretty cool loot from them that you probably don't have, and that also has trade value. So if you're a trader as well, from the other tip, you can use it in treasure hunting, because treasure hunting does give you stuff that is actually valuable if you get a legendary or exotic treasure chart. The next thing I recommend you guys do when you guys are bored in Arcane Odyssey is to start a new profile and make a new build. There are tons of builds in Arcane Odyssey, and I think Vetex's goal with this was to make PvP fun, but also make some kind of replayability. If you make every single build in the game with an average of 7 hours per build, it would take you 50 plus hours to do all of that. So you guys have over 50 hours of gameplay making new slots, and then you could test them out in PvP, perfect those builds, and grind out items for those builds, and it's actually pretty fun, and it goes by pretty fast. You could max out a 7-hour slot in a day, and it wouldn't even feel like you've been on the game for 7 hours, in my opinion. Yeah, making a new slot is something very fun. You could like make vitality based builds, weapon based builds, magic based builds, you know, all that stuff with the new slot. Also, another benefit of making a new slot is that you can do it with a friend as well. So if another friend is making a new slot, you guys can kind of race. I did that before with one of my friends. We raced to see who could finish their slot first. And yeah, you could even make the same type of build, but with a different magic. For example, Lightning Conjurer is way different than Shadow Conjurer. Crystal Warlock is way different than Explosion Warlock. And yeah, so on and so forth. It's very different for every slot. With all the combinations, I'd say there's at least 500 builds that you can make with every single type of magic. So there's definitely a build that you do not have. So make sure you guys go and yeah, make a new slot. It's pretty fun, honestly, in my opinion. One of the best things to do when you're bored on Arcane Odyssey. The next thing I'm going to count as actually 2 things, which is pirate hunting and bounty hunting. So basically, you guys didn't know, there are 2 different things that you could be. You could be a hero, a villain. You could technically be neutral, but it's kind of hard to do that. But basically, once you are a hero or a villain, you could actually grind out your rep for either of those. For villains, it is bounty, and for heroes, it is fame. And basically, by killing pirates or killing marines, depending on if you're a villain or a pirate, villains kill marines, and heroes kill pirates to gain fame. And basically, this is one of the funnest ways, in my opinion, to increase your reputation in the Arcane Odyssey community, if that makes sense. For example, the people that are high in bounty and fame, they do get included in a lot of YouTube PvP videos from pretty popular YouTubers like Territory, you know, those type of guys. And yeah, in my opinion, it's just a really fun way to get engaged with the community, as well as, you know, just having something to grind out and replay inside of the game. It is one of the biggest replayability selling points, I guess you could say. It is one of the things that I personally do the most on this list, and overall it's just a thing that I would recommend doing. It does go by fast, and once you find a good and efficient method to do it, it does get kind of fun. You could hop on a VC with your friends and do it as well with them, and yeah, just move to the leaderboard. And yeah, you could become a top admiral, or you could become a top warlord of the sea. You know, it's just really fun. There's titles you can grind for, and it has a purpose to it, if you know what I mean. The next thing that I do when you're bored on Arcane Odyssey is to join a PvP clan. If you guys don't know what these PvP clans do, basically what they do is they basically hire a bunch of people that are good at PvP, and what they do is they go and they challenge other clans to 3v3s, 4v4s, and 5v5s, and they just see which clan is superior. And then there's also some Discord servers that have clan rankings for PvP. Some of the best clans are listed in those Discord servers, so if you guys can find them, they're pretty easy to find actually. There's probably a lot of them on the Vetex Discord server clan forum, but yeah, if you guys can find some of those, I would definitely recommend joining a PvP clan, because it is one of the funnest things, and you know, it's just fun, and there's a community behind it. You know, there's people that you can interact with when you're in one of these clans. The next thing I do when you're bored in Arcane Odyssey is start a YouTube channel. Now, I know this is easier said than done, and I wouldn't recommend doing this if you don't have a lot of time and effort to spare. And this is something that is really an investment. If you guys want to start a YouTube channel, it is very difficult and tough to start out. It might be hard for you guys to get your first impressions and your first views, but once you start getting them, it is very fun, because you could have your own Discord server like I do, and your own community like I do, and that I'm very grateful for. But yeah, this is one of the best ways to interact with your community around you. Also, a pretty good way to earn some money. YouTube does pay well. I can't disclose how much I make, but I will disclose that YouTube does pay pretty well. So yeah, this is a pretty good thing. And after a certain point, which is monetization, you actually make it worth your while. Like right now, I'm having fun making this video, and it's also something productive for me because I am earning money while doing it. And this is why I would recommend YouTube as well. The Arcane Odyssey space is dry right now, and it does need YouTubers. So if you guys could hop on the board, it would help out the community, and you could help yourself out. Becoming a YouTuber is something I will never regret in my entire life. And yeah, I would definitely recommend for you guys to become YouTubers as well. The next thing I'd recommend doing, and I've already kind of mentioned this before, but it is to start your own clan or make your own clan. Basically, the benefit of making or starting your own clan is that you can kind of lead a group of people that support you, and kind of like you guys are kind of like a big family in a clan, if that makes sense. I know it does sound kind of corny and far-fetched, but yeah, you guys do know what I mean. When you create a clan, you know, and it gets a lot of infamy, like it's just fun. If you feel like you have a purpose to grind out infamy. When you're grinding on infamy on someone else's clan, it doesn't really give you a purpose, in my opinion. If it does give you guys a purpose, then by all means skip this. But in my opinion, just grinding out infamy and having other people grind infamy for your clan is a much better and funner feeling than you grinding infamy for someone else's clan. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, that's probably why I would recommend making your own clans instead of joining someone else's, because it just feels more rewarding in my opinion. Alright, so I know I kind of put Roblox gift cards in my videos without even announcing it, but if you guys have made it this far, congratulations. Here's a Roblox gift card code. If you guys did miss it, then join my Discord server. I do give out Roblox gift card codes on there. And also my next video will have a $10 gift card code. This one is $15. So yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and join up the next one. This one is $15. The next one will be $10. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for my next video. Subscribe, turn on post notifications. And yeah, let's get back to the video. Now, I'm sad to say this, but the final thing that I would do in Arcane Odyssey is to try out other games. Now, we all know Arcane Odyssey right now is pretty dry, like really dry. And in my opinion, just other games are just better right now. The Project Slayers update just came out. That update is very fun. Realsies is coming out. Shindle Life, you know, games like that, like they're just funner in my opinion because of their replayability. Now, I know this game is early access. I'm not hating on the game at all, but until we see new content, I would recommend switching to other games. There's really nothing to do once you're maxed out on Arcane Odyssey. If you've already tried the other things that I mentioned and you don't like them, then your best bet is to just switch to a different game for now until this game updates. Now, I do love this game. I believe it does have a future, but I do believe that without the replayability, this game just isn't fun in my opinion, or as fun as it used to be when it first dropped. And there's really no content. You could see this by the YouTubers leaving the game. YouTubers are starting to post other stuff, other things. Some YouTubers just straight up quit, and haven't posted for weeks. This is all evidence of the game dying, in my opinion, until the new update comes out. Obviously, I know the game is early access, not even out release, but yeah, there's just really no content for us to play with right now, and I would recommend playing other games for the time being. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. If you guys did not catch the gift card code, make sure you guys drop it down in the comments. If 5 people drop it down in the comments, then I will do another one in the next video for $10. So yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.